Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. For this video today, we are discussing leasing of property here in the kingdom, and we're specifically discussing this from the standpoint of foreigners who are looking to lease property. So a lot of questions come to mind of most foreigners who are looking to lease something here in the kingdom, and I just wanted to put forward these three as something to, routinely think about when conducting due diligence on a possible leasehold here in the kingdom. So first of all, the duration of the lease is very important. Thailand has certain formalities by which leases must be registered, and if a lease is of a certain duration, then that lease has to be officially registered in order to be considered enforceable here in the kingdom. So lease duration is a major issue to think about. The next thing to think about is the ownership of the property being leased. It's a good idea to conduct due diligence in order to ascertain whether or not the person who is claiming to be able to lease the property is in fact the owner. It's not uncommon. It's not as common as it once was, but it's not uncommon to hear of a situation where somebody puts up, for example, a deposit against a lease, or goes ahead and pays, the initial payment on a lease, and then someone just disappears and it turns out they weren't even the property owner to begin with. Which finally brings us to the issues of deposit. Folks should be very, very meticulous in drafting a lease agreement, especially with issues regarding security deposit and deposit for repairs after the conclusion of the lease, as such provisions should be extremely meticulously written, very, very well crafted, in order to forestall an issue where a property owner doesn't want to give back the deposit for whatever reason at the end of the lease. So you want to try to forestall that if you can, in a situation where somebody's trying to be difficult about returning one's money at the end of a leasehold agreement. Now, that being stated, it's probably not a bad idea to contact, especially for foreigners here in Thailand, especially where Thai may be a second language at best, or there may be no fluency whatsoever. It may be a good idea to contact a legal professional in order to gain some insight and guidance into how leases work in the Kingdom of Thailand.